Boys, it's 3 in the fucking morning. Spawn camping the update. 3 gigs. Ugh. Alright, let's get this. Alright, boys, we're in. We're in. I don't think I'm gonna be playing any stages this time because again it's like 3 in the morning. Now it's 3:20.
야간은 보통
The
외근입니다.
update takes so long, so I'm not gonna be playing any
저는 아까 눈을
stages.
붙여도 괜찮습니다.
We're just gonna be pulling gacha, doing the old you know, the old thread lux and whatever. I want to look at the values of the IDs, the new IDs, and I'll check out the new battle pass, and then we'll pull some gacha.
야간은
So,
보통 외근입니다.
maintenance reward.
저는 아까
Very
눈을
nice.
붙여도 괜찮습니다.
Let's take a look here. Show me Electric Centipede Heathcliff, please. That would be hype. Come on. There it is! There it is! Big! And if I recall correctly, what's it called? The Puddle Stomper, Sunshower Heathcliff ID, fully supports this. I'm pretty sure his skill 1 is Envy, skill 2 is Gloom, so this is fantastic. Excellent. Excellent. And it's Tet, so it doesn't even, you can equip it for free alongside Telepole. You don't even have to sacrifice Telepole. So, I'll look at it in a bit. What's the other one? Roja Announcer, right? And Sunshower Otis. Okay, I'll look at these two here. Wait, what the hell is this? Oh, it's a green player card customization thing. Alright, interesting. So we'll look at AEDD. Shock Centipede is the Abno, so Shock Centipede. 22 plus 7 blunt, okay. I mean, pretty average. Again, very cheap. Very cheap. Especially because with his new 3-star ID, it's going to fully support this eco. So this is fantastic. This is excellent. This is essentially, this is virtually the same as Impending Day, just to use. So it's excellent for lowering his sanity in the negative coin ID. I assume it's negative coins again. I have not looked at it. I assume it's negative. Before attack, gain +1 charge, count for every 10% missing health, gain +2 haste next turn. +2 haste. Is that enough to... I don't think... That's not enough to guarantee Rabbit getting 6 speed. Rabbit is 3 to 7 speed. So, +2 would give him a minimum of 5 speed, which does not meet quick suppression requirement. It's not that big of a deal, because Body Sack is dirt cheap, and gives you the speed that you need, so it's very minor. Inflict 3 Paralyze and 1 Gloom Fragility. That's interesting. I don't think we have any Gloom nuke skills at the moment. Actually, Rogia, the new Rose Spanner Rogia, skill 2 is Gloom. And that's basically Cloud Cutter. So, I could see it actually as a setup tool. 3 Paralyze is whatever. The charge, we'll have to see what he spends charge on. I imagine it's the passive. But I imagine we're not going to care about the charge. Being low health, missing 70% of your health for 7 charge seems really not it. Seems like it's really not it. And then 27 minus 7, so it actually gets... Or 29 minus 7 rather, so it stays the same. Slightly higher offense power, sure. Targets randomly, it does the same thing. Spend charge, okay, so the corrosion spends charge to deal bonus gloom damage by charge counts. Okay, so sure. After the attack, lose 10% of max health and gain +10 charge. What the hell? Why does he need so much charge? 1 hit, spend 1 charge count to heal. So it's like a really scuffed drain tank, I guess. At less than 40%, gain 1 charge count before activating the healing. I still don't really understand the payoff for the, I do not understand the payoff for the charge. He still does not care about getting charged. Like, I don't understand. I guess it gains 50% extra damage, but you never use egos for damage. Like, why would I ever want to overclock this thing to damage people? It's very, very rare that I would ever want to do that. Most of the time, I feel like, on paper anyway, I would just use this to lower his sanity by 20 for free. Virtually for free. I don't know. The charge synergy is completely whatever. Honestly. I don't really care about any of it. Seems pretty good though. The normal version is pretty interesting. Gloom Fragility is always nice to have. It's always nice to have diverse fragilities. Just to help future-proof and support future IDs who might want Gloom. And then we'll look at Sunshower. This is a Tet as well, so it competes with Sunyata. Sunyata's pretty terrible as a ego, to be honest, so I mean, you were not losing anything for that. Interesting Sin lineup. It looks slightly on the expensive side for my taste. Gloom and Gluttony, or Sloth and Gluttony rather, are kind of annoying to generate, but 7-section Director does have Sloth and Gluttony, so it does support it pretty much fully, which is nice because that's our best ID. You're obviously using it. Before attack, gain 6 poise, terrible. Inflict sinking, useless. Inflict bind next turn, that's okay. I could see it. On crit, burst, tremor, this seems like dog water. Like, there's no way this is good. What's the corrosion? Targets the units with least health. Gain 7 poise, inflict sinking, rupture, bind, burst, tremor, inflict 2 sinking and rupture count. Like, there's no way this is good. After clash, gain 2. Oh, okay, so she actually does get poise. When staggered, gain 2 protection when recovering from. Okay, so we're never using this part. So it's essentially just after a clash, gain 2 poise. The passive is pretty good, honestly. It's free damage. We'll take the free damage. Is it worth using it to activate the passive, though? Like, it's not even that good on its own. Unless sinking is going to be, like, the next meta. But, like, I don't know. It's currently below meme tier. Like, Tremor was meme tier before, but now it's at least kind of usable. Sinking is, like, sub-meme tier. It's, like, deplorable tier. Also, we now know the name of this Abno. It's Drifting Fox. So we can choose not to call it Sunshower. It's Drifting Fox. Okay. As per usual, the art, fantastic. I love the way they draw the Abnos. I think it looks really nice. Very imposing. Same with Heathcliff. Looks very good. Yeah. So I guess in the third release of the Battle Pass, we'll see the Gregor ego. Sure. All right, whatever. So I was right in anticipating the Heathcliff ego. So that's very exciting. All right, so time to check on Heathcliff. Let's see what he's got. Minus coins, of course. 6. Total power would be 18 then. This is at level 35, right? So it would be 6 times 3 if you hit all tails. So total power 18. That's pretty good. Not like crazy. That's not like crazy. I'm trying to think. Like, yeah, that's pretty average. Gain 1 sinking count, inflict 2. Oh, I have to check his passive. Yeah, okay. Up to 3 per turn. So this is also something I was interested in. Up to 5 protection can be gained per turn, right? Up to 3 per turn, right? Loses 10 sanity once per turn. Okay, see, like, that's what I was talking about in the other video when I was reviewing it initially. Like, is it a hard once per turn or a soft once per turn? Like, how many times can you trigger it? Alright, so now we know. Very interesting. This getting triggered once per turn is balanced. But kind of a bummer because I'd like Sinclair to be able to pop the hell off with this passive, but it's okay. This is exciting. 10 by 4, so 40 base power total. Interesting. 40, is that even I don't remember for for skill 2s, is that like a crazy number? Who has a good skill 2? Like Chef has a good skill 2. It would be 8 plus 13 plus 18, I think. 8 plus 13 plus 18. Yeah, okay. So, that's about 39-ish. 8 plus 13 plus 18. Yeah, that's about 39 base power. So if we're comparing skill 2s just on paper, this is pretty good for a skill 2. In terms of total base power, 10 by 4. If you hit all tails, very nice. Inflict 3, spend 5 sinking to deal 20% extra damage. Final power plus 2. So it could go up to 12 by 4. So it could go up to 48. Very nice on Tails hit Burst Tremor. So, you know. And the skill 3 is going to be the big part. Like, how much fragile does it inflict is one of the things I was interested in. Is how much sinking does it inflict up front? Like, how quickly can you get your sinking going? Because that seems to be the main mechanism for reducing his sanity. So how much sinking does he gain on the use? And the last coin on Tails hit, how much fragile does it inflict? Is like what I'm mostly interested in. Other than that, very interesting. Free Rupture, very nice. Spend 5 sinking to deal plus 20% damage. This guy better have a ton of sinking because he does not gain that much from the looks of it yet. So this has to be like insane amount of sinking here. 6 and 3. All right, perfect. Excellent. Wow, that is perfect. 18 by 3 coins. 18 by 3. That's like 50. What is that? 54. My 3 a.m. math is not doing great right now. That's like 54-ish. That's pretty good for a skill 3. I'm pretty sure 54 is very nice. Who has a good skill 3? Like fair to compare, anyways, as a skill 3. As like a damage ability. I mean, we could just we could use like, I don't want to like Rip Space and like Quick Suppression are kind of unfair to compare it to. So I don't really want to compare it to that, or like Self-Destructive Purge, because this is probably, I think this pretty much is the highest base power in the game. 90 is a ludicrous number. That's probably unfair to compare it with. We'll just do Chef again. We'll do Chef again, pretty easy. So, the Drifting Fox or whatever, the Sunshower Heathcliff has about 54 total base power. So, Chef's skill 3 has, 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus 15. That's like, what is that? Oh my god, dude, this mental math is killing me. It's like a 42-ish? 42-ish? Alright, so we're above average on skill 3 base power, which is very nice. Very good, very good. Obviously it gets demonstrably worse if we hit tail, or if we hit heads, but it is what it is. Inflict 1 paralyze next turn, inflict 5 rupture, inflict 1 fragile next turn. 1 fragile, I would have liked to see it as like 2. I think anything more than 2 would be asking for it to be turbo broken. I think I would have liked to see it at 2. But it is what it is, whatever. Again, this ID is competing with Rabbit, so I think in order for it to compete, again, this is just on paper, just my initial assumptions. I'm assuming I would like to have seen 2 fragile on this, but it's quite alright. Defense skill, on use gain 3 sinking. Counter can hit for 0, that's hilarious. Inflict 5 rupture and sinking. I mean, for a defensive skill, this is basically he has 4 skills in his kit. Essentially, you can choose between his skill 1 or his defense skill whenever you want. Depending on the situation, which is kind of neat. He actually has a usable defense skill that's not evade. So that's nice, especially 5 rupture is crazy. A crazy amount of rupture for just a random skill you can throw out whenever. So, overall seems pretty good. What else we got? 190 health. That is extremely tanky. 190 is absurdly tanky. That's like top. That's like one of the top health stats in the game, actually. I'm pretty sure. Only beaten out by like Mersault, maybe. Mersault definitely. The N Corp one, and then maybe does this ID have 181? So it even beats LCCB in terms of health. Does it beat 7 section? Otis, because she also has absurd HP. 190. So it actually matches hers. Wow, that is an insane amount of bulk on an ID. So this is actually interesting. But oh my, what the hell is that speed range? 3 to 5. That is cruel. That is cruel. All right, well, we'll see. I think him moving last. Does he want to move? He wants to move first, so that's really rough. Because he wants to use his skill 3 before the enemies move. So that when the enemies hit him, he'll have the sinking already. And then he'll lose sanity. Like, 3 to 5 is really, really tough. Like, that actually might kill the ID in Railway. Again, it's too soon to tell. Railway's like 2 months out at this point, but this is really, really, really bad to see. So whatever. And then we'll take a quick cursory glance at Gregor here. I wasn't super interested in Gregor. 4 to 6, slightly above average speed, normal health looks like. One ally with lowest speed inflicts 1 rupture, plus 1 rupture, sure. Gain 2 charge, sure. Gain 3 charge, sure. This is the only thing I'm really interested in, is the first coin of his last skill. Burst Tremor, then reduce Tremor count by 2. Spend up to 4. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not interested in it anymore. I was like, you know, that's what I was interested in, is how much charge are they going to cap it at? I thought it would be around like 6 to 10 or something. I guess that would be broken, because like inflicting that much rupture count is like super, super good if you could do that. Because if you just combo this, if it was like 10, you combo this with Teledon, give him 10 charge, he uses his skill 3, gives him 10 rupture count, and then you would use Sinclair's base ego. A lot of people seem to forget that Sinclair's base ego inflicts 12 rupture. So you would have a rupture stack of 12 by 10. The most ludicrous overkill thing possible ever. But that would be completely bonkers. So, I mean, to see it limited to 4 kind of kills the viability of this ID. I think, I mean, again, I don't know. It does not look that good. 4 plus 12 is pretty normal. Here, 3 plus 4, exactly, pretty much average. Yeah, I mean, it's a 2-star. What can we expect? All right, let's run it. I think just make sure I'm not missing out on anything else here. Probabilities, all normal. One thing I didn't ever understand is like, what happens if I have all the egos? You know, what happens if I have all the egos? Like, I have all of the gotcha egos already, so if I like roll an ego in like randomly, will it get rerolled into a 3-star ID, or like I don't know. I don't know. All right, let's just run it. See if we can pick up the Gregor early here. At the very least. Yep,
그래.
there we go.
나도 반갑고. 혹시 남는 나사 있나?
Very nice looking. I feel like I'm gonna be getting a lot of Gregor shards here. Yeah, we're gonna be getting quite a few. Oh, I have to use my D extractions now. Okay, here we go. Hopefully that's Heathcliff. We can stop there. Big! Big! There we go. Not too bad, not too bad. Love to see it. Alright. We're in business. Very, very nice. Very nice. Take a screenshot for the thumbnail. Use that for sure. Very nice. Very nice. Hey, big. Let's see what we got here. The lines are, I have no blank left now. No blank, huh? You really care. Alright. Creamer. Alright, I mean, hey. Hey, they know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. Alright. Let's get this Heathcliff online here. I'll make a team for him in the next episode. This is gonna be a shorter one. Because again, it's almost 4 in the morning now, so I am absolutely pooped. But we're gonna max up this guy, of course.
네가 이렇게 친절을 베푸는 척해도 난 모든 기술이 해방되는 그 순간까지 널 경계하고 의심할 거야.
Very nice, very nice. Alright, I'm going to skip the story so you don't get spoiled. Be back. Very interesting. I think, again, this is the first ID that's based on an ego. Like, I assume it's just a sinner using an ego. Like an ego gear, ego armor. Which is why it's like the idea is like it's mentally taxing, I guess. That's why it's like negative coins. And the story, I think what it's trying to get at is it's reflecting the thoughts of the abnormality more than the thoughts of the sinner, which I think is really interesting. It gives some insight into the abno that you're using, or the abno's ego that you're using. So I think that's really neat. We're gonna boost this guy, obviously. I think we're gonna have to boost him all the way to max because, again, with the sanity change, or the sanity thing, where if you kill people who are, if you kill people who are over your over leveled compared to you, you will gain like an absurd amount of sanity. So we'll level him up more later. Level 30 is fine. I'll be of course changing my Heathcliff here.
굼 뒷골목에 으슥한 곳이야 얼마든지 있지만 여기는 그 중에서도 제일 마음이 안정되는
And then
곳이야.
obviously I gotta flex him in the new.
아무도 지나다니지 않고 아무도 관심을 주지
Gotta flex him
않으니까.
in the card, of course. Nice, very nice. I think the art looks fantastic, as per usual, obviously. But I just think the lighting is very nice. I don't know. It just gives a very wistful, gloomy feeling. It literally is a sun shower. I think it looks really nice. They really outdid themselves with this art. I'm a huge fan, actually. I think it looks really, really
일찍
good.
자는 게 좋아. 너무 늦으면
Compared to like the other. I mean, I'm a big fan of the other ones too. Like Roast Banner looks fine. It's just her slicing a dude up. It feels like most of them are kind of like that. Like Sinclair is just like impaling a dude. Very visceral, very gory. I'm a fan of it. It's a nice departure from other games where they like kind of censor it. I like Otis splitting a dude's skull open, obviously, but I don't know. Something about this makes it more artistic, I think. I don't know. I just like the beam of light coming down, and then on the other side it's very dark, the dark alleyway. I don't know, and especially animated, the lighting looks fantastic. I don't know. I don't know. I think it just looks really, really good. I think this will probably be my what is it, home screen or something? Like this will be my default ID on boot for a while. I think it looks really good. And I guess we'll take him out for a test drive in XP Lux because it would be. Oh right, they changed the action skill gain order. Fantastic, absolutely phenomenal. Do we want to do a duo? I feel like they'll gain so much sanity. We'll try it. Whatever. Just one for the boys. We'll do a duo, sure. We'll see what happens. I kind of doubt this will ever. There's no way it'll go well. And I don't know if it'll be. I don't know if this ID will be not. It's probably not going to be unviable without the Centipede ego. But the Centipede ego will be so huge for managing his sanity and helping to get it really low. Because again, the same thing with Impending Day. Like this is your tool for getting over the initial hump, the initial hurdle. because it instantly tanks your sanity guaranteed, which is always very nice. If you're high on sanity, if you're in like 30 to 40 range, positive 30 to 40, this can help you turn the tide and get back down. So it'll be very, very good. Human combat, obviously not the best, not the best for this. What is the gameplay flow? I think, obviously, you want to use skill 3, because on use it gives you sinking, so it helps you get the ball rolling, I guess. We'll tank a little bit, sure. Okay, about what I expected.
방금은 좋지 않았어.
Alright, I mean, like, you
그럴 수도
know.
있지. 포기하지만 말자고.
We should be okay, though. Both of these are primarily blunt IDs.
힘내긴 해보자고.
So we gained our sinking. What's the passive activation? I didn't actually look. 3 owned on NB. So we do need to get our NB up, but I mean, like, this is rough. We'll see. Sinclair will probably end up carrying us for the most part. I'm not really entirely sure how to use Heathcliff, obviously, but we'll just use him. He has a similar stagger threshold to the Otis as well, it looks like. Very interesting. Yeah, we're just gaining sanity like a madman here. Or a sane man, I suppose. I guess we could try using our counter. We need to get this NB. Like, we need to get this NB going here. For the passive. Very interesting looking counter skill, that's for sure. Okay, you gotta stop losing these flashes though, man. Alright, well. Off to a good start. Thank God he has a shit ton of health. Okay, we're both staggered. It's not looking good. I mean, this seems like super troll. Oh my goodness. Alright, I mean, he's just gone.
지금 다들 체력이 고달난 것 같은데 다른 대책은 없어?
It's about what I expected, honestly. I mean, we could try with that full team, sure. I mean, we have some time, but I'm probably just gonna go full auto with the full team. Getting the NV going is probably going to be a challenge. I do get my refunded modules though, so it was for science.
그래.
We'll go with this, I think. And oh yeah, we do get to choose our extra slot. I have to get used to this. Let's go here.
그래.
Like this.
작전 호출. 입감.
Yeah.
불로 정화하고
We don't want LCCB to get extra slots because of the ammo and all that. So you want to put her last, I'd imagine. And we'll give Heathcliff multiple because he's new. So we'll see.
방금 벌레만 긁지 않는 사람 누구야?
Make it fair. I'm paying attention to Heathcliff here just to see what's going on with his flashing. I mean,
한방 먹였네.
yeah, this is about what I expected. If it's unopposed, I guess I'll use NB skills. We can get our NB up.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
확인 사살.
Yeah, like, I don't know exactly. He's got 17 sanity is not exactly what you like to see.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
교전 시작합니다.
다 죽어라. 그 오물을 떼어내주지. 다 죽어라.
탱고더. 아 옛날 버릇이.
그렇게 하죠.
적사살 좋아.
I mean, our sinking is palpable for sure. The problem is we have to get hit in order to make
방금은
use
좋지
of
않았어.
it, mostly.
뭐 그럴 수도 있지. 포기하지만 말자고.
So he's at 45. Yeah, this seems about right to me. Sinclair, again, like I said in the other video, Sinclair is just way more straightforward to use. There's one or two less hoops you have to jump through in order to get his sanity low and keep it low.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
So we don't even have his passive online yet. This is a absolute tragedy. This is so annoying.
그렇게 하죠.
I mean, when I go through the story in the next episode, we're definitely obviously gonna have to consider bringing more envy to get his passive online as early as turn 1, preferably. Because again, his passive is pretty much his entire character. Like, until we can get his passive online, he's essentially seems to be just a dead weight, which is what I feared when I saw initially that his main method of losing sanity was sinking. That was what I feared the most, was that it's hard to get his sanity down, which seems to be the case.
교전 시작합니다.
His passive is not super difficult to activate, but it is something that you actually have to actively pay attention to, which is not the case for like Sinclair's passive, Gripper Sinclair's passive, because I think that's like 2 wrath or something. Like, you activate that on accident. Like, you literally activate it on accident. So like, I'm pretty sure it's 2 wrath. Yeah, 2 wrath owned. Like, this is like brainlessly easy. Sinclair is brainlessly easy to use in comparison. This seems like it takes a lot more finesse, a lot more nuance, which is not always a bad thing. But when you have to jump through so many hoops, like even the top level of play, we want to make the gameplay as simple as possible so that we're not it's not super mentally straining to reset 100 times. You want to keep it as mentally simple as possible. So even if I were to learn how to use this ID to its fullest potential, I don't know if I would want to be resetting on Railway, jumping through like 3 different hoops at the same time to try and make them work when I'm resetting like hundreds of times on the same stage, potentially. It's gonna be interesting, I think.